Hello everyone, so we are back again on Tech Learning. In the previous video, we have learned how to create a basic HTML web page, which we have learned using this code. Now we will see how we can enhance this page using the cascading style sheet, that is the CSS part. Okay, so let's start with the CSS part. We'll create a new file and we will save it with index.css. Index.css file inside, and we'll save. Okay, so inside the portfolio folder we have now two files, index.html, which we have already created, and an index.css. In this file we will store how we can enhance this web page. So before we start enhancing this part with this page, we have to link both these files. To link these files, we have to create a link tag inside our head tag in the web page. So type link h-reference. H-reference means hyperreference, the reference of the files where it is stored. Since it is stored in this folder only, I will just type the file name index.css. If it is in a separate folder, type the folder name, like folder name slash your another folder name if there are any subfolders, and slash the file name. But I have put it in the same folder, so I don't have to go inside the other folders, right? And write relation equals to style sheet. Relation equals to style sheet is important because it will tell the HTML part that you are styling all these documents. Okay, so you have linked this thing. Now create all these things in the header part. Okay, keep this file inside the header tag. Okay, I have put it in a header tag, and give a class to this header tag, like class equals to, suppose I have given like site header, so that whenever I have to reference this whole header part, I will use the CSS selector as site header. I will teach you what are selectors, what are CSS selectors, how you can select a class, an ID, everything like that. So these are my code inside the header part. Inside the image tag, you can keep all this written part in another division tag, like division, and class equals to site header content. Okay, you can keep this thing inside this file. Okay, so I have kept this thing inside this file. You can reload it and you can see. So no change, I have just kept it indifferent. It is this written part is in the division tag and this whole part inside the header class. So let's start enhancing our website. First, let's add a background image, or you can see there's a margin around here, right? This margin, this white thing. I don't want any margin in my web page. I don't want it. So select the body tag. To select a particular tags, like I will teach you, like to select a tag, just type tag name, like body, h1, h2, division, paragraph, anything like that, and put it in curly braces. Okay, so this is what we can do. Okay, so to select a class, use dot symbol followed by class name. Okay, so I will select this line and I will comment it so that you can see. Okay, I have commented this line. Okay, to select a class, you can use dot symbol followed by class name. To select an ID, use hashtag symbol followed by ID name. Okay, and I have told you to select, like to select a tag, just type tag name. Okay, so it's too simple, you have to remember all these things. Okay, I will just write it at the top so that you can see how to do this. So since body is just a tag, I can just write the tag name, which is body, and I will use it for enhancing my body part. Let's add a background color to my body. Okay, before writing the background color, let's set this margin to 0. I don't want any margin in my web page, so set this margin to 0 pixel. Okay, and you can see how it's working. Like now there's no margin. Okay, you've seen, right? Okay, suppose if I have commented this thing, okay, and then again you start this thing, you see that there's a margin here at the top and at the left. Without any margin, there will be a 1 pixel at the top and 1 pixel at the left. I have set this margin to 0 pixels so that I don't want any margin in my web page. Okay, now I will select this header part. This header part contains everything inside it. Okay, this is named by class equals to site header. I have told you to select a class, use the dot symbol followed by the class name. So this is the dot symbol followed by site header, and you can do anything like this. Like I have to choose background color and let's say 1BB CDF. Okay, anything like that, hashtag. Okay, so you have seen this is my background color. I have choose light blue color, like 1BB CDF. This 1B, these 2 pixels are red part, these 2 pixels are the green part, these 2 pixels are the blue part. So that's why we say it like this, RGB, right? RGB color. Okay, this is RGB format, like this. So you can use this RGB format to enhance your styles or everything like that. Now the second thing which we will do is make this align this content in the at the center part. So there's a property in CSS known as flexbox. You can learn about flexbox in CSS tricks, like just type flexbox CSS tricks and you will get this a complete guide to flexbox. So okay, I will introduce you to what do you mean by flexbox. A flexbox is basically to arrange the items in the container or in the body tag. Like suppose you want the container to display flex, just type display flex. There's a flex direction, like in row reverse, column reverse. These are the 4 options where you can keep your items. Since I want everything, my projects to be in the column form, I will write flex direction in column. Okay, so here are some properties like flex wrap. If suppose the window size decreases, automatically it will readjust to the next row. And flex shrink, flex basis. Go through it. It's a very good site to learn flex, to learn about the different properties of flex. Okay, CSS tricks, a complete guide to flexbox. So I will use this in my thing. I will use like display flex. Okay, and I will type flex direction as column because I want everything to be arranged in column. Okay, and then I have to align everything in this content to center, like align items or align content to center and justify content to center. Let's see what happens. Nothing is happening. I think align items to center. Okay, it will align all the items to center. I don't know what's happening. Okay, so I don't know why it's not. Actually, I have not saved it. Maybe that's okay. Yeah, I had not saved it. That's why it was not showing these properties here. See, I have choose the background color here, like displays flex in the column wise. Flex direction is column. Okay, justify content is center. Everything is in the center. The image is in center. Everything is in center. Okay, now I will choose this font family. There are many options you can use in CSS. Like I will use 100 vertical height from the top. You can see it will come down. Okay, this is height. I have written font family. Font family is monospace. Let's use monospace. Okay, so I have used monospace. Height we will use 100 vertical height. Oops, sorry. Yes, so I have choose this height for the site header content. Let's move this image. Let's make this image round. No, let's first create this division. Give this division a little margin of 10 pixels. Dot site header content. I don't know what I have written here. just see what class have you written here. Like, don't put any space, use underscore instead. Site header content, copy this thing, go to CSS, type dot followed by the class name. I haven't put dot. Okay, so after putting dot, use, like, I have to give margin of 10 pixels. I will write 10 pixels, reload this thing. Okay, so I have given a margin of 10 pixels. Okay, so you can see how this is going in my laptop. Like, you have the 10 pixel margin right here. Everything is in the center. This image is in the center. I want the image to be circle, right? So let's make this image circle. Select the image. How can you select an image? Like, image, what it is, like, you have choose an image tag. Okay, so just type image and make like border radius should be 50%. Okay, so why have I chose this border radius 50%? I will tell you. This 50% I have chose because like, suppose you have this round image. Like, I'll just comment this down so that I can explain you much better. Okay, this is your square image. Now you want to make it circle, so just identify this thing as a 4-quadrant part, and you have to make a circle from here. You have to apply some maths. So I will ask this quadrant to be 50%, this quadrant to be 50%, this quadrant to be 50%, and this quadrant to be 50%. Right? This quadrant to be 50%, this, and the whole thing that you will get after applying this border radius will be a circle. So that's what we are trying to do. I hope you are getting me. Okay, so let's get this a height, like height of 10 vertical height. Okay, sorry, I have put this thing right there. Maybe, oops. Let's give this a height of like 200 pixels, width of like 200 pixels, and okay, fine. And let's give it a margin. You want to give it a margin of like 10 pixels on the top, margin top like 10 pixels, and okay, you have got this thing. So I'll create a margin like 25 pixels will be good enough, because you want some space at the top. Okay, so this is how you're getting it right now. If you want to make your image go, like, you want the image to be much higher, just have this thing like, just increase this size like 400 to 400 pixels. And yes, but it's not looking good, right? It's not looking much good. Maybe, okay, this is quite good. Not okay, you can experiment it by yourself, like however your image is, you can experiment it by typing different height and widths, and you will get your image. All I am trying to show is that how you have to do this, how you have to use the CSS part, the selectors. Okay, there's an ID part also. Let's tell you how the ID part works. Like, paragraph ID equals to para. Okay, you can write a paragraph in it, like, it is a paragraph, right? Okay, I have written this thing. So you can see, like, this is a paragraph right here. Right here is your paragraph. I will choose height to be 200 pixels. That is good because for me. Okay, and okay, so I have this thing. I am not giving any margin because it is not looking good. Okay, so I have put this thing dot paragraph, and I have to select this paragraph. Just type hashtag followed by the ID name. My ID name was para, and I can type like color. Like, I want to change its color. I can change its color to blue. You can just type blue. There are certain methods of changing the color, like this part has come in blue. You can change its size, like font size to 20 pixels. Okay, so it has increased its font size. You can increase it more, like font family. Okay, font style, font adjust, there are various features you can see in your Sublime text editor. So this is how you can edit your whole thing. Like I want to edit my site header content, I have to change its color, right? So I will change its color to white, or like EFF, anything like that, whatever you want. Like this, you can change this to like EDF. You can, this is red, green, blue, like red, green, blue mixture. Red is EDF. F is the highest pixels, 0 is the lowest pixels. So this is how you do it. If you write FFF, you will see what you will get. Just tell me what you will get. Okay, and before reloading, just try what you will get. Okay, so you're getting white. FFF is the highest pixels. Since you are using the highest pixels, you will get the white color. Your lowest pixels are 0, 0, 0. 0 is the smallest pixels that you will create. So this is black. So I'm using a middle one like EDF. Whatever you want to use, there are hexadecimal approaches for it. I have used this part. So before using a HTML site, it was not looking quite good, but now it is looking quite interesting. So this is how you use the CSS part in your portfolio website. I will be telling you how to add more things in this. I will be telling you how to add like various projects which we will make in your portfolio website in a good manner using flexbox direction method. So this is what we are trying to do here. This is what we have been trying to do. This is what I have been trying to show you. After doing this, you can just like do Ctrl+Shift+I, okay, and then you will get a portfolio website. Okay, click on the right click and click on capture screenshot. Okay, you have created a screenshot. Okay, store it in your desktop part. I have stored in it. Okay, so this is my screenshot. Just tag me Learn with Gaurav after you have done this much things in your video. Like if you have done all these things, just tag me Learn with Gaurav, and in the next website we will use how to deploy this into our website, how to deploy it live, how to host it online, and then we will use GitHub for it, and then we will start with JavaScript course. So thank you.